All right, friends, ICAST 2024 is in the books, and as always, there were a ton of exciting new baits, rods, reels, electronics, the whole nine. ICAST is that time of year where the industry brings out their new offerings, and we all get super excited to throw our money at it. Usually we're there in person, but this year, due to some circumstances beyond our control, we couldn't be there. Really excited to get back out there next year, be there in person, but I still wanted to offer some of my opinions and share with you some of the things that went a bit under the radar that you're gonna be excited about to get on the water. And I'm gonna tell you about my favorite bait from the show at the very end, so make sure you keep it locked for that. First, let's quickly go over a few of the winners. Best in show and best saltwater reel is the Pin Fathom Electric. The best freshwater rod winner is the Ugly Stick GX2. We've all fished an Ugly Stick, right? They keep iterating on the classic. Best freshwater reel is the Shimano Vanford. Best rod and reel combo is the St. Croix GXR Bass Systems. Best fly fishing rod is the TFO Elevare. Best fly fishing combo is the Shakespeare Cedar Canyon outfit. Best fly fishing reel is the Hardy Avaron. Beautiful reel. Best freshwater soft bait is the Z-Man Shadtron LT. The LT stands for line through. It's a line through swim bait. And the best freshwater hard bait is the Berkeley Credge. That's jerk, spelled backwards. Now I stuck to the most interesting winners in my opinion, but for a full list, you can visit the ICAST website. There's a fly. So this year, the soft bait category was largely dominated by products built around forward-facing sonar. There are a ton of little minnows and worms designed specifically for that fishing technique, so I'm sure Randy Blockett will have some heartburn and something to say about that. The hard bait category was also heavily influenced by forward-facing sonar. There were a metric shit ton of jerk baits, of course. All that being said, it just means you have to pay a little bit more attention to find those products flying under the forward-facing radar. Let's look at a few of those, and let's start with the soft baits. First up, we've got the Big Bite Nicorama worm. I really like this design, and the Nico rig is a super effective technique, both for beginners and advanced. When fish start slowing down, this is an outstanding technique. It plain catches fish, and I really like this offering. Next up is the Crush City Hedgehog. Now this thing looks like a monster out of some off-label anime from Japan, and it might not catch a damn thing, but I'm gonna find out. Live Target had a couple of new baits. They look incredible, as they always do. They showed their new Freestyle Frog and a Craw. They always make these realistic, hyper lifelike looking baits. They're almost pieces of art. The problem is, I can't catch a damn thing with them. It could just be me, but I've just never had luck with Live Target, although I just love how they look. They're truly designed artfully. So there's two final soft baits worth looking at. That's the Z-Man TRD Fatty Z and the Yamamoto Nuki Bug. So I bet the Cinco and the Ned rig have to be in the top 10 fish producing baits of all time. These things they're fish catching machines, and I think they've helped a lot of people who don't have a lot of experience in techniques to be able to catch fish. These couple of baits build on that tradition, and I think if we know anything, we know that they do things extremely well at those two companies. I'm excited to try both of these offerings. So let me tell you about a few hard baits. If you wouldn't mind though, take a moment to hit that like button. It does help us in the algorithm, and it takes you no time whatsoever. I'll wait. Okay, you did it. Appreciate you. So the first hard bait that I got excited about is the all-terrain finesse football jig. I love the head on this thing. Look at that. It looks like a Ninja Turtle shell. And I love fishing a football jig, so they can go ahead and get my money now. Now let's check out this Hedon Spinnin' Image. I also love a plopper. I really love a plopper. The traditional Whopper plopper, the Berkeley Chopo. I also love Hedon, so I'm really excited to try this one out. It's got to be a winning combo. Hedon does things extremely well. And I really can't wait to fish this next one. It's the Rapala PXR Jowler. That is an actually unique design in a room full of remixes. Let's face it, there's not a whole lot of things that can be done that have never been done before. They're usually iterations or building on something that's successful. I think the way that that thing is built looks super unique. Can't wait to get that one on the water. Now there's two hooks, terminal tackle hooks, that I thought deserved some attention as well. Terminal tackle is one of those things that's kind of like underwear. You have to have them, but nobody's excited to get them. I'm actually excited about these. Couple of things here. We've got the Gamakatsu crankbait circle hook. Now this is designed by the legendary Bill Dance, and it's meant to take the place of the stock treble hooks on your crankbait. They claim it has an increased hookup ratio. Being a circle hook, that kind of makes sense. And anytime I can avoid a fish throwing a treble into my hand, I'm all the way in. So I'm going to definitely pick these up and try them on a few crankbaits. Might even do it on some topwater, you never know. So another hook that I thought was really worth a look is the Z-Man ZWG worm hook. It's got a little piece of silicone up on the bend of the hook, and that's meant to help you get that worm straight and keep it there longer. So I really like that little piece of innovation as well, because I love fishing a worm, but you know how it gets over time. It starts sliding, it doesn't present quite right. Okay, it's time to share my favorite bait of the whole show. I think it definitely went under the radar. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, but it was my favorite. This is the Bill Lewis Zigzag. Now check that out. It's a little head and it has two holes. The bottom hole is meant to hold a hook. The top hole, you're meant to tie a leader that leads back to a walking bait. So in the water, what you have is a small bait fish running away from a larger bait fish. And this is an older technique. It's been around for a while, but it hasn't been in vogue. It's now coming back, and I really love when old techniques start coming out again, when people act like they've never seen them before. For a lot of people, they haven't, because things move in cycles. Right now, everybody's jigging small minnows to forward-facing sonar locked-on fish, but there are lots of other ways to catch fish, and this is an exciting one. A fun little note about the Zigzag and this style of bait, it's actually grandfathered in Bassmaster rules. The rules state that it's meant to be one line to one hook or one bait, but somehow back in the day, they decided this one was okay. When they used that rule and they applied it more in the recent past, it resulted in the Alabama rig being outlawed. So this is a very cool bait. I have seen this technique on old shows, but I've never fished it myself. I am definitely going to get some Zigzags and give that a shot. So I want to know what you think. What did you like at the show? What are you super stoked about? What's getting your money? We work hard for our dollars. We want to put them towards our hobby in a way that's going to pay off, right? What are you buying that you saw at ICAST 24? Hit that down in the comment section. I can't wait to hear it, and we'll see you on the next video.